Somebody says, say, listen, you can argue that under Florida, I know 61.1354, if they send you notice, you can make the argument. But child support is not a debt, according to the FDCPA. It's an obligation. If you want to challenge whether or not the amount that they're saying you owe is correct, that's significantly different than thinking you're challenging a debt. Does anybody need me to re-explain that? So that was clear to everybody, right? How much they say you are obligated to give to somebody for something the court determined was your responsibility, which the state has the right to make you support your children. And believe it or not, that's going to probably be somewhere in your state statute. That's different than if you owe a debt, like it's a car or something like that. So you may be able to get it washed off your credit, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the obligation goes away. Anybody have a question about what I just said? All right. I hope I ain't got. Are y'all stunned? Are y'all stunned by this?
So what you're saying, in other words, is if you enter a validation of debt letter, you're not attacking the actual issue. You're kind of wasting time. You're going around the research that you have to do to still get your case handled.
Right. You just wanted to say you want them to validate that it should be on your credit report. And that might be a different issue, but what's that to do with the order?
Right.
Yeah. So what you said is correct. All you rest of you guys, you all understand. By the way, the chat room is open if you all want to chat something to me or what have you. If you want to share this with anybody else while we're here for this time to about 11 or so before I had to take my hiatus and go do my sports show real quick and then come back to you, JF. But does that make sense? It makes sense to you, JF, what I'm talking about now, Flores?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Makes sense, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. More recently, the Department of Revenue notified Doss, that's me, that it was seeking the suspension of his driver's license for what? Non-payment of support. Doss contested the suspension and the hearing was set for June 26, 2019. The hearing was subsequently rescheduled to July 3rd, 2019. On July 2nd, Doss filed a notice of removal. I'm going to share out what these things look like too. So just make sure y'all remind me to do this stuff because I'm going to get through this and then we're going to go over to the actual dockets, unless you want me to just to keep going back and forth. Which is more convenient for you all? For me to get through this first and then go to the docket, or to go back and forth? Okay, well, I just keep on going through this then. While Doss has not paid the filing fee, he has moved to proceed informal pauper, because otherwise they're going to make you pay them $400, people. So I'm going to do it this way. Now, the benefit of informal pauper, if you otherwise are qualified, is they're going to tell you if you're able to move forward. So instead of you having to pay money or them letting you move forward, they're going to scrutinize your filing or your complaint. And if your complaint doesn't meet the standard or the court has no ability to hear your issue, they're just going to kick you out.